You're listening to Free Zone Radio.
They say you can measure the health of a civilization by its public restrooms. Well, if that's true, what do our schools say about the state of us? This is With Honors, Season 2. Now be honest, when was the last time you used a high school bathroom? Did you leave thinking, wow, what a clean, efficient, stress-free environment? Or more likely, did you wash your hands extra fast and hope to goodness that there was soap and never going to return again? Why don't more poets write odes celebrating the facilities? Why do movies always leave out the bathroom zone? Is it because they're a wasteland, abandoned to the outlaws and the uncivilized? Well, today, we're examining that overlooked corner of high school life because bathrooms do matter. Hydration matters, sleep matters, and the culture we create around both can say a lot about our schools, our priorities, and yes, even us as honors kids. To help make sense of it, I've got two students here, ready, eager to share their perspective.
Hi, I'm Summer. I play the oboe, and I have since 6th grade. I care about this because I have a small bladder. I actually have to pee all the time, and I don't think there's enough smart passes a day.
Hey, my name's Andrew. I want to be an accountant, and a topic like this matters to me because I think it's a very common problem among students, not being able to use the bathroom as much as they need to. And then they either have to limit the amount of water they're consuming, which has a bunch of negative consequences on your mental health, your brain functionality during the day, and it's a slippery slope.
So for season 1 of our class podcast, we were trying to approach topics that related to the honors classroom. Maybe it was a lesson that I had taught that you guys thought, oh, that was really memorable because... And other times it was, our favorite book that we read, or it could have been, a memory of a party that we had had. This semester, we're leading off with bathroom experiences. Why are we talking about bathroom? Why are we talking about bathroom experiences?
I have to pee all the time, and I feel like it's just a struggle for no reason. Like, we're supposed to drink so much a day in order to stay hydrated. And it's just not, I don't think we're best equipping our students to stay hydrated and use the bathroom. Because the more you hold your bladder, the weaker it gets.
It was striking to me. You even thought this too when you were like, are you approving of our topic? We can come up with something more academic. Because originally on the front end, it was like, this is an honors show. We're going to talk about experiences in the honors classroom. But we also got pretty real about other topics last year, too. And look at us right off the bat. We're talking about the high-minded, highbrow stuff. Why do you care about a topic like this?
Because I can't go to the bathroom super easily at the school because of the drug problem that is here, and it's very evident. A bathroom where it smells like weed, and it's the most repulsive stench ever manufactured by man. Okay, and then the teachers, they'll spray like the Febreze, whatever, and then the chemicals in it, it'll like react with my skin. I have a condition called eczema, where basically I have patches of really dry skin, and the skin barrier is like damaged, and it'll react, it gets red, angry, and it just itches for like hours to even like 24 hours after exposure. It's awful.
So bathrooms, public bathrooms in a high school are a toxic wasteland for you.
Yes.
Have you ever played like Fallout New Vegas or any of that kind of stuff?
I've played Fallout 4, yeah.
Fallout, okay. So anytime you get near a radioactive creature, that's kind of like you going in the public bathrooms in here, right? The rad counter starts going up and everything.
That's a great metaphor, yes.
So when you're thinking about bathrooms, because you bring up how, oh my God, every time I go in there, some guy's been smoking. Which bathrooms? Let's also be honest about this. Public schools across America all have the same experiences. It's not that our school is in a pandemic of vapes and nobody else has this experience. In the 70s, we were teachers busting the bathroom because guys were smoking. Here in the 2020s, we're busting the bathrooms because guys are vaping. It's not like it's a new experience. But as a teacher, I'm on the hunt for that. So, which bathrooms should I be looking for most?
It's the upstairs one, the main hallway. Go up the stairs and then to the left. Or where's the boy bathroom? I don't go. I don't go in there anymore, so I don't know.
That's the science bathroom.
Well, and you have the lunchroom bathrooms.
Oh, don't go in there.
That's
Don't.
the math bathroom.
I try so hard to like not leave class. I'll be like the last 20 minutes. I'll be like, okay, can I hold this? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And so I'll wait until lunch most of the time. And so I go in there. And today they were like just all in that last bathroom stall, and some of them were just taking forever in the stall. And I'm like, it's not that hard. Just get in and get out.
Yeah. Something that Coach Haston and I have had to do this year and last year, we've noticed that the bottom floor bathroom here in the English hallway has started filling up with some surly characters, like a rough and rowdy crowd. Mm-hmm. And you'll walk by and they're all just kind of loitering in there, and you know trouble is afoot. Mm-hmm. So we've started running people out and telling them, hey, go to the upstairs bathroom, go to the math bathroom and stuff like that. Because we're trying to police our area and just get them out, you know.
Yeah.
But we find guys that are just waiting in there and they'll say, I'm waiting for a stall. And if it were you know what? I understand. He's waiting for a stall. I shouldn't be angry at him. But if I've never had you in class, I don't know who you are.
Exactly.
And you might be waiting to vape. You might be waiting to go pee. I don't know that. Mm-hmm. So when I'm telling kids to get out, I'm kind of throwing out, you know, guys of all different types. Before I go any further with this, what are the main points of what you all wanted to talk about today?
I wanted to discuss the amount of water you need to drink a day and the research thing that we were supposed to do. Like,
I had been doing it.
We were both supposed to be drinking a certain amount of water a day, recording how we are throughout the day, and getting a certain amount of sleep, because sleep has a lot to do with cognitive function and everything else.
So we're going to talk about the amount of water you need to drink a day. Mm-hmm. What are other big topics?
How sleep affects your daily life.
Affects it. What else?
And of course the smart passes, which is kind of what started this, because
you want to save that for last?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So before we get into your topics, back to what I was saying. How can I, as a teacher, be a better policeman of these bathrooms for you?
That's a great question.
I mean, I guess hover outside of them, you smell it, then go in and bust them. I don't know.
Well, that's what I do. That's what I already do.
I don't think there's necessarily room for improvement. There's nothing you can really do about it at this point.
Do you know I have 2 college degrees, and one of the most difficult, time-consuming parts of my day is standing outside a high school boys' bathroom waiting to catch people in the bathroom. Like that is not what I went to college for, but that's what I do with my time.
That sucks.
This is humiliating. This is why I make the big dollars. But yeah, it really is tough. And I want you to know from our side, like, I want that crap out of here too. But if a guy is going to go into the bathroom stall and he's going to vape and he's going to blow it down his sleeve, or good Lord, he's going to swallow it or whatever, short of seeing smoke signals come up over the stalls, I can't, just like crawl under there with my head under the toilet and say, what you doing in there, boy? I mean, I can't do that. So short of seeing the smoke signals and smelling something or just seeing it, there's not a whole lot else I can do.
I don't blame the teachers or staff at all. They're doing everything that they can in their power, and I respect them immensely for it. And to add on to the, trouble in the bathroom, I've been in the bathroom and someone was doing something and then they flushed the entire bathroom out of like people, and I've now been roped into this, and it sucks so much because the person hasn't had me in class. I'm like SOL, like there's nothing to do.
I remember
It's happened twice. I'm done.
You are traumatized by this experience where you've been punished. Oh shoot! I had a bathroom story from last year where I caught a guy. Oh man, it was great too. It was great because a guy had just come out of the bathrooms and he looked at me and he went, vaping. Like he mouthed it. And so I went in there and there were two guys and one of them was standing by the trash can. And when I came in, he threw something away and it went thunk.
Oh.
And I was like, got him. Right there, I got him. And I said, what you doing in here, boy? Ain't nothing. And there, his buddy was hiding around the corner, that stall at the very end. There's a gap, like a 2-foot gap between it and the wall. And he was just standing there. I said, what you doing down there? He's like, waiting. No. You're a creep that's waiting down there. You're not just waiting. So I got him and his buddy. And then, because I don't know if they got anything else on them or not, I grabbed the trash can. And I'm not going to like reach down into the trash can just to dig around or anything. So I just took the trash can out and I went up to the principal's office and I said, I got them and it's somewhere in this can. And boy, it was awesome. They also had me on camera carrying the trash can and two boys up to the office last year. It was great.
I remember my 8th grade year, I was going to the bathroom and it was my social studies teacher. I'm not going to name drop, but I had gone in because I had to pee really bad. And then I was walking out and like she was standing right in front of my stall and she looked me up and down. She's like, she just kind of gave me that look. You know? And then like I walked out and I was like, I swear, I just had to pee.
Yeah.
I just had to pee. So that was kind of.
But you felt like you were under the gun too. Like, oh no, she thinks I did it. You know, I always get that guilty feeling when I go into a store and I don't buy anything and then I leave. I get that guilty feeling like, oh, they're going to think I just stole something. Even though I didn't. But yeah. Well, let that be a mark of good conscience on you because you're worried about getting in trouble with something. And the bad people don't care whether they get in trouble or not.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, don't they have it to where you get sent to court for like 3 days?
Do you know it's something like that? Yeah. And even worse if they catch a THC pen on you or something like that.
That's weed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen to how sweet.
So innocent this summer is.
I was just making sure.
Oh man, our academic ratings are sky high on this right now.
I mean, what a think tank we have here, honestly.
I absolutely. So I'm going to ask this question now, and I don't know if it fits maybe into like your Smart Pass section or what. How do you handle it? Do you just not go to the bathroom during the day? Or are you just like, I'll wait till after 3 o'clock? Or are you like strategic about where and when you go?
I'm very strategic. I normally have a schedule. Like last year I had a schedule and I was like, okay, if I drink normally and I can probably wait until class changes, but like if I have an extra energy from waking up early or like an energy drink, and then that's a diuretic, so it makes you have to pee more, and of course that changes everything. And, you know, especially when, you know, it's your time of the month, too.
Yeah.
You have to go to the bathroom and do that, so.
But listen at these elevated word choices. You use diuretic on there. Boy, that's the academics. That's how you bring that in. What about you? Are you strategic or are you just a wait?
I try to wait as much as I can. What I do is in the morning, I'll drink as much water as I physically can, go to the bathroom before I leave, drink only enough water so that I'm like just shy of needing to go to the bathroom at school, and then just wait till I get home.
Okay. So your first topic on here is what? What's the first thing y'all want to talk about today?
It's the average amount of water you need to drink a day and how dehydration affects your entire like personality. I did some research. So when you're dehydrated, you have reduced cognitive function, number one. You have like really bad dehydration. You have headaches and dizziness, decreased physical performance, digestive issues, and wrinkled and dry skin because it's the elasticity that's affected by the amount of water you have. And then you have the increased risk of heart-related illness, electrolyte imbalance, muscle cramps, organ damage, low blood pressure, and that leads to volume shock, seizures, coma, and sometimes death, and you have kidney failure. And of course, what I was talking about with the weakening of the bladder. So, like, I've had a teacher tell me that I can't go to the bathroom before, and my cousin, she actually had something like this too, and she just sat there and peed the seat. And
You know what?
she was
Valid.
like, and I was like, I would be mortified. But you know what? My cousin, she does her own thing, and I admire her for that. So that's what happens whenever, I'm just saying. That probably wasn't really related, but
Yeah,
whatever.
I can attest to those consequences. It's not fun being dehydrated, not at all. It's been a challenge hitting that 77 ounces a day for me because of the avoiding the bathroom during the school time.
Well, a hydro jug has 73 ounces, so that's normally good, and I try and drink one of those a day. But if I have a test, I'll be like, okay, I can't drink this much amount of water. Like, it's not gonna happen, and it just sucks sometimes.
I found that I do way better if I just drink like a few, mouthfuls of water before I take the test. So I'll actually like load myself with water basically right before the test happens. And then by the time I actually need to it's like gone through me or whatever, and I need to actually use the restroom, the test is over. It's great. I love it.
See, I always get really thirsty because I haven't drinking soda in forever.
Yeah, I've stopped that entirely now for
I'm-
going on a year.
Only because of Mr. Copeland.
Yeah, only because of Mr. Copeland.
And, drinking soda is also something that a lot of teenagers do instead
Yeah.
of drinking water.
It's very dehydrating.
It is because, there's so much sugar in that. And actually, I have some notes on that. It's somewhere in here. Okay, yeah. So whenever you drink soda instead of water, you have increased weight gain, increased risk of type 2 diabetes, which, would go together. Tooth decay, which makes sense,
Yeah.
unless you brush your teeth after every single Coke that you drink, which
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, I don't think anyone does that.
No, I don't think they're going to bring a toothbrush with them to school. Of course, dehydration, heart disease, kidney problems. You have no nutrients from the water, and obviously displaces healthier beverage choices.
Yeah, and then the carbon dioxide will make you feel more full, and then you may even eat
will.
less over the course of the day, and that leads to less nutrition value, and that's not good.
Yeah. Well, like for me, if I drink a soda, which rarely I do, you don't remember that it actually has calories in it. So you're like, I'm just going to go on and eat what I normally eat, and then it won't make that big of a difference. But there's like 200 to 300 calories in every single one you drink. And it adds up.
Yeah, it really adds on. And that additional 400 calories to a meal, I mean, that will make it like you won't have enough calories to go around for the other two meals if you even have one day.
You can connect.
Assuming you're getting the 2,000. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You can connect like drinking enough water to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like you can I know whenever you drink a lot of water, your whole system just works better.
Yeah.
Because like especially your digestive system, like everything just flows so much more nicely. If we can get crappy here.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm talking about the digestive system. So, I don't know how. I'm not going to ask how many times you go a day.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say it's like 3 times. Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're having a really bad day,
Yeah.
a really bad day, and then it's worse.
Yeah, and then the absence of water can actually make you feel
Constipated.
that, and you'll actually feel hungrier because there's less volume in your stomach total. And then you'll overeat snacks, whatever, trying to fill that literal void in your stomach.
Yeah. Well, when I was doing research, I discovered that your body actually just like knows it needs something, and it's like, give me something. So you either go for that food, or you can go for some water and then go for the food if you're still feeling hungry, because like you said, it displaces that extra food in your stomach. And so like I try to ask myself before I eat something really big, I'm like, am I actually hungry or am I just thirsty?
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Me drinking water has helped with that the past, like, what we've done. How long?
2
have we-
days.
2 weeks. Yes,
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Not 2 days.
I've lost a few pounds, actually, from drinking
I've
enough
lost
water.
5.
Wow.
I've lost 5.
Very good.
I know. Well, that and the sleep management,
yes.
okay, because whenever you're asleep, your body works with the water, it just functions so much more nicely. Whenever you're asleep, your digestive system has time to process things. And that, like, if you're not getting enough sleep, that can, like, increase your rate of obesity. And I wasn't getting enough sleep at all. And I've been trying to get my 8 hours, and it's actually helped. Like, And sleep also has a lot to do with your cognitive ability. Like, if you're tired, you're obviously not going to be worried about, like, what is X, you know?
Yeah, you got bigger things on your mind.
You do. You're like, I'm tired. This is not a good day for me. So it just impacts everything.
Yes, 1,000%. It's way more grueling with less sleep. And then I've noticed I've been way more chipper these past 2 weeks since I've been starting to get my 8 hours in.
I'm
Okay,
kidding.
buddy.
I'm kidding. But yeah, I think that's something that I don't know how we would encourage students to sleep some more.
Yeah.
Because I know they come on the intercom and they're like, it's the day before ACTs or whatever, and you've got to get a good night's of sleep, drink water, and do that. But I feel like if we did that throughout the entire year, we would have increased performance through the year, and then that would lead
because of the retention of class material. Absolutely. And then, let's be honest, going to bed does not give you dopamine versus, say, video games or talking to friends, stuff like that will like delay when you go to bed would exacerbate your sleep problem.
It would. Well, like, teenagers are always chasing that dopamine. That's why we have the drug problem in the bathroom, because they don't feel fulfilled. Well, I don't want to throw any shots, but, like, also it's I feel really bad about them because they're lost, and they just don't know how to find that dopamine elsewhere.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's good to have it coming from, like, positive relationships. Like, I get lots of dopamine just from talking to people, sometimes talking to myself. I'm my own entertainment. Like, just ask Andrew. I was at the Frisk Art Museum the other day, and I was making a stop motion.
There you go.
And he was just watching me do this, and he was like, Summer, like, you are so funny just to watch. I don't even want to do it.
I do want to add one thing. You said that, like, bedtime does not present a dopamine surge for anybody until you're in your 40s and you've spent your whole day at work. And I'm telling you right now, I look forward to crawling into my bed, my pillows, my mattress with my YouTube on or my show and my book and everything. My cat, my dog, my wife. I look forward to it. It is a nice, especially on a rainy day. On a rainy evening with a book and a cuddly or whatever. Like, that is I'm feeling the dopamine right now just talking about it.
See, I actually have looked forward to sleeping a lot more, actually, because, I've actually felt just more well-rested.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mr. Crockett has noticed a difference in our performance, but he's only noticed for, like, 2 weeks.
This is my 4th week knowing you all.
4th week?
4
Have
weeks.
you noticed
Time
the
has
difference?
flown by.
I
Have not.
I have not, because you guys already came to the classroom so chipper, so eager. And I'm not trying to, like, make your head swell or anything, so don't take this to your ego. But I'm just telling you, you two especially, you come to the classroom with a great attitude. You come to the classroom, you're, like, eager to talk, eager to be pleasant. You might be having the worst day ever, and I have no clue, because you're just like, hey, I'm happy to be here. Hey, Andrew, I'm happy to be here. Hey, Christopher, I'm happy to be here. Like, you guys are doing a great job on meeting the day with a good start, with a good attitude.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I try.
So,
I've actually come in here with a really bad day before.
in the last 4 weeks?
Yes. It was like,
I had no idea.
it was like the 4th day of school, and my grandpa was in the hospital because he had heart problems. And I had found out the day before, after school had ended, and I was like, oh, this day is going to suck. But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that out of my mind. And
That's a
find
tough way to start the day.
It is. But he got released home later that day, and everything's fine. So thank the Lord.
Well,
Yes.
perfect.
Everything worked out. Of course,
Yeah.
even after those heart problems, he went to go and eat a hot dog. And I'm like, sodium, that's great. That's great for the heart.
Yeah.
You can always tell a grandpa, you just can't tell him much. Right?
Can teach an old dog new tricks or whatever.
I was just thinking about that. I love my papa. Like, we came home from dinner one time, and this is really unrelated, but whatever. And I was driving home, and it was really busy in Cookville. You know how it gets around 4 o'clock.
Yes.
And so he was just out in the middle of the road because like it was green and the other light hadn't turned green yet. So he was just stopped in the middle of the road.
Like the intersection or like leading up to the intersection?
Both.
Yeah, like in between. Okay.
It's okay. You know, the listeners probably. I don't know if anybody actually listens.
It's probably like 3 people and 2 of them are parents, probably.
Probably, but you know where the construction is at.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going up there, and there's like 4 lights in a row. Okay, well, he was just out in the middle of the road, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give him some room to reverse if he wanted to, just that way he's not out in the middle of the road, because there are some crazy drivers in Louisville, which might be related to dehydration. I don't know. Definitely sleep loss.
This is on topic, trust.
Listen how you brought it back.
and I just... And he didn't move. Like I left that room for him, and he did not reverse. It was. I was just like, "That's my papa right there."
So one of the other things you had on here, was there anything else you wanted to talk about with water or sleep before I ask this?
Not really.
One of the other things you had on here was Smart Pass. Most of the people who hear this are not going to know what you're talking about with Smart Passes.
Oh.
Tell them what Smart Pass is.
You got that.
Okay, I got that. Basically, the way SmartPass works is on your Chromebook or computer, whatever. We use Chromebooks. There's this website called I should know it's called SmartPass. Basically, you send a request to your teacher to leave the room, and then that is then logged on some server somewhere, and then the administration can see where you're at. And it's like having Big Brother watching you everywhere you go in the building on top of the camera. I have nothing against it. I think it's a great system.
It is, except whenever you really have to pee and you have to log into your Chromebook and fill this out, and you're like, man, I really gotta go. I gotta go. Yeah. And it's only for 5 minutes. There was this one guy in my 5th block last year, and he would ask to go to the bathroom, and he was in there for 15 minutes, and he would come back, and he would tell me, I already said that we would get crappy in here. So he said he would just tell me, he's like, I just dropped a deuce. And he would go and tell the teacher, I'm like, I'm sorry, I went like 10 minutes over, but I was busy.
Our school has it set for a 5-minute time limit for the passes.
Well, I think it's because that's the amount of time for class changes.
Yeah.
So, which I barely get to my classes on time, but most of the time I try to get in class, and then like as soon as the music starts, like it's just 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
But like I'll ask my teacher and be like, is it okay if I can go to the bathroom? And I'll be like 30 seconds late after the music stops, so they know where I'm at and they don't count me late. That's what I figure would be the best way to do it.
Conveniently, all my classes are right next to each other, so it's really nice.
Oh, you don't have to walk across campus or anything?
No, I'm so blessed.
Look at Little Prince, Mr. Majestic here.
Last year I had to.
Yeah.
Last year I had to.
Yeah.
I was late. I had to come from here upstairs all the way down to the Warrior Media Room. And like by the time I got there, I had to pee, and I was like, I don't have any time left on the class change.
Right.
So
it takes you so long to walk out there. Well, so Smart Pass is our digital hall pass system. We tried it out. We started right after last Christmas. So we've been using it for almost a year now. It is meant to be a way of, tracking where people are, not because we want to know where every kid is necessarily. Well, heck, let me take that back. We do want to know where every kid is at every given moment, because in the moment of a disaster or something, we want to account for people. But there's also the kids who are up to stuff. And you want to make sure that they're not in the hallway or in the bathrooms at the same time as other kids who are up to stuff. So it's a way of managing that too. How many bathroom passes are you allowed a day on Smart Pass?
Just 2. Just 2. Yeah. And you have to request your teacher, like if you have to go in class, like after that, then you have to go up to your teacher and be like, hey, can you like release this for me? And, sometimes that can be embarrassing because you're like,
it can.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you're like, man, I've already had to go to the bathroom twice during class and I need more.
Right. So in a way, it's unfair. In a way, it's unreasonable.
But it helps. I think it helps.
It's punishing the many for the action of the few, and it sucks. But, what else can you do?
Yeah, well, I think it helps with the people who are up to stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a perk of it.
Well, I mean, like the logging on, that prevents you from going out and just doing whatever you want to do. But it's during class changes, I think, that are the worst, because if they're not going to go during class because our administration knows where they're at.
Yeah.
But if they go during class changes, there's a bunch of people in there to cover the smell or do whatever. And that, I think that's whenever, or during lunch too.
Yeah. We were definitely noticing, from a teacher perspective, we were definitely noticing an issue last year. More and more and more during class, people would say, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go. And it was like a daily thing. They were always in there. They would go on a 30-minute hike and not, come back. And you're putting two and two together and oh, well, Joey's in there at the same time. Mikey's in there, and you know that they're up to something. But you're right. Now, I don't have that problem so much.
Yeah.
Now it's during class changes that I have to go to the bathrooms and be like, 17 of you are just loitering in the back. Let's get out. And people want to argue and say, I ain't up to nothing. You know that those 3 probably are. But that's also, if we're talking about invasion of decency and privacy, like I don't want somebody coming after me when I'm waiting to go to the bathroom.
I know.
So it's an odd situation all around with that. But you do like Smart Pass?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
It's
I like
nice.
it. Yeah.
But like, there's of course like the cons of just having 2, but I can see how if you're up to something and you fill out more than 2, that would be suspicious, and it tells you how many you've used that month. And I'm like, yeah, if you can see the data, and I have a teacher like come up to me and be like, you used the bathroom a lot this month. And I'm like,
really?
I've heard there's like a
Yes.
leaderboard on like the
Yes.
teacher side where they
There
can see
is.
who's been using it the most.
I'm like,
That is true.
And she's
we
like-
can see the top 10 offenders and stuff like that.
she's like, can you
Love
use
that.
the bathroom during class changes more? And I'm like, I do. Every single class change.
Okay. You know what I'm never going to ask any of you? If you could please stop going to the bathroom so much. How many times you go, what are you up to? I am never going to be that guy. I'm just telling you right now.
Well, I
long
mean,
as-
I asked you to go to the bathroom every single day.
And what does he say?
He said yes.
Just go.
Yeah.
Just go. Yeah.
See, I feel like I'm just such of a rule follower that I feel like, oh my gosh, because I was like, I had asked whenever the music was on, and I was like, can I go to the bathroom? And then I came back, and it was like 2 minutes after, and I was like, I didn't fill out a Smart Pass. Like, am I going to get in trouble? Because nobody knows where I'm at right now. But they have cameras.
Yeah, exactly,
So
Did you feel like a secret agent rule breaker? Like
I
nobody
did.
knows where I am right now.
I did. but
Listen
I
at
was
these
also-
good kids.
I just felt like I was like, I don't know. And one of my friends, they ripped their pants the other day, but I was like, yeah, can we go? And we had to walk all the way over to the other building because her aunt works here. And I was like, no, we don't have a Smart Pass filled out right now. And I was like, we have 5 minutes left to class. We don't know where they are, so we just went back to the class and waited outside.
You guys crack me up.
That's good.
What else do you want to talk about today?
You know what? That might be it.
Yeah, I think
Is that
that's
it?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm ranted out.
My
Oh,
Chromebook's turned
cool.
off and I couldn't sign into it without making too much noise. So I've been like
Well,
really
it's
trying.
it's Friday and it's Fair Week coming up. Are you excited all about the fair?
I am.
Are you really? That was the most tepid week.
Yeah, I don't really go to it.
See, now that's how I knew, because you were like, yeah, I'm excited. You don't go to the fair. I don't go to the fair either. I don't like fairs.
I went once last year, and the year before I didn't go at all. My dad was like, I'll pay you $200 if you just stay home. I don't want to go outside, and I don't want to have to pick you up late at night. And I was like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, but then I
kinda
felt
just like
bad.
your dad's idea of just $200 so I don't have to go. I like that.
Well, like,
Because he's going to spend $200 if we go out there
Yeah,
on
exactly.
armbands or whatever. God, your dad's a genius.
well, he would like, I accepted it. I was like, okay. And then later on, I started crying, and I was like, you know what? I just got bribed. I just accepted a bribe. Who am I? How am I supposed to be a moral individual in the law system? Because I want to be a lawyer. If I'm going to accept a bribe not to go to the fair and miss out on memories with my friends,
I have
do that?
realized that I am the odd man at this table, not because I'm old, but because you two are like the shining good examples of human beings. You felt so
say that.
bad because your dad offered $200 and you took it, and that was wrong. And then he's over here and he's like, I don't really go to the fair. I study and everything. And I'm over here like, $200. I can buy a lot with that.
Yeah. Well, hey,
wow.
I study too.
Yeah, how kind of you to think I study when I'm not at the fair? It's like 10% of that time is spent studying that I'm not at the fair.
Well, it's Friday. I think we should go to the fair and vape. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
we just.
I'm not a guy behind Walmart who's got cannabis.
We're gonna go.
What?
We're gonna go behind Walmart and hang out for a bit, and then we're gonna go to the fair. We're gonna vape. We're gonna drink sodas. We're not gonna sleep, and we're gonna pour out all the bottles of water that we see.
Oh yeah.
How's that?
That sounds really good.
Because that's what they do at the county fair. That's
Well,
what they
it's
do.
really bad. It's really bad. Like my mom can't go because she has asthma and she has to take an inhaler every time she goes because
Yes.
it's the cigarette smoke. And honestly, it's kind of getting to me too, because she has all of that and she'll like cough and like get sick every time we go. So I don't make her go out. And luckily my sister's old enough that I can't drive by myself, but she can. She's 18. So she can take me if she's not at work.
And that's kind of the reason why I don't go to Gatlinburg anymore, because you can't even walk up and down the strip on Gatlinburg. A, there's 3 billion people there, and B, 2 billion of them are just chain smoking, and you have to walk out into traffic or you have to breathe their smoke. And I just don't even like going to Gatlinburg anymore.
I can attest to that. I went over spring break with my friend Trevor.
Yeah.
And we were walking down that, slanted road, and it was awful. I couldn't breathe hardly because of how you could see it in the air. It was so bad.
Yeah. Like a cloud that goes with them. I do kind of want to go and have fair food, but my eating habits have changed so much in the last year. I don't know that I could even handle it. I don't know. Like it looks so good, but
It does.
oh, I don't.
Well, there's just so much grease.
Yes.
I haven't had, what's it called? It's got that confectionery sugar
Oh, it's
on top.
the
powdered sugar?
The funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes.
Funnel
yeah.
cakes. I've never had one of those, and I look at it and I'm like, that looks good. And then one of my friends is just eating an entire one, and I'm like, is your stomach going to be okay? Because there's just so much, like I can see the grease like easing through the plate.
Yes. That's when you know it's a good one too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you've given us a lot of crap to think about, and I appreciate this. This is going to be one of our legendary episodes.
Yep.
Join us next week. We're going to talk about the delicious flavors of nicotine that are out there. And let's go to the bathroom and vape. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Okay, bye.
And that's it for this episode. Next week, we're heading out of the bathrooms and back into the classroom. With Honors is a Free Zone radio production, produced here in Sparta, Tennessee. This episode was edited by Wyatt Blaylock. You can find more of our shows here on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to great content. Check out our new show, Second Stage, premiering this season, as well as our brother podcast, A Dead Man's Books and Hasten Curation. Hey, man.
Hey.
I read this really great book the other day. It was Their Eyes Are Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. Have you ever read that?
Yeah. Have you ever read Langston Hughes?
No, but I was looking like if we could think of what other books that would be just like this. I need like recommendations.
I got a podcast you could listen to.
What's it called?
It's called Hasten Curation.
Tell me about it.
Well, on there, this guy named Drew, he goes on there and he'll give you like 4 or 5 suggestions after he gives his takeaway and a brief analysis, and you can stay in that world and enjoy it, or you can read more from that author and things like that.
So it's like he's curating an experience for us.
Yeah.
Find Hasten Curation on Spotify.